Greetings tankers. Being the salty guy that I am, I said previously that I would not post any videos on World of Tanks, but due to a lack of content, I'm now posting the odd video on World of Tanks. Still wouldn't recommend it to new players, but I'm too invested in this game now that I want to keep going. I really can't get into War Thunder. I've reinstalled it, given it another go, but it's just too unforgiving. I'm one-shotted most of the time, not much fun. I think a streamer said, I think it was Sofaline when I was in a chat on Twitch, she said that War Thunder is a game for masochists. And I think she's right. So for all my moaning and groaning about World of Tanks, at least I can actually play well in the game, sometimes anyway. Today I want to talk about a problem tank for me, a famous one in the game. I'm having struggles with it and I want your feedback and what you think to it. And also what your setups are and your playstyle with the tank. So leave your comments below, I need help. I'm also following this video with another post, which is a profile of a famous tank commander, Michael Whitman, who commanded the Tiger I in World War II, so I'll do a discussion video about him and his career. I don't have the Tech Tree Tier 7 Tiger I yet, but I do have this premium version at Tier 6. The tank I'm talking about is the Tiger 131. This is an in-game replica of the tank that is still in operation at the Bovington Tank Museum. I got this tank with bonds in the game. I didn't purchase with the real money and I'm glad I didn't. I do wish I had spent the bonds on equipment instead, which is what I'm doing now, having got my Tier 8 premium with bonds. However, I've gone all the way and got the German heavy tank, the Panzer 7, at Tier 10. So I have a lot of German heavy tank crews and the Tiger 131 is a good crew trainer for them. And so I want to keep playing with this tank and hopefully get better at using it. Let's take a look at what the Tiger 131 has to offer before I show a battle with the tank. So on paper, the Tiger 131 doesn't look too bad. The alpha is decent, 220 damage is nice on a tier 6. However, the penetration is low at 145, a feature of many of the tier 6 German tanks' low pen. It forces you to have to fire gold in many situations, so rule out the Tiger 131 as a credit maker if you want to perform well in this tank. The gun depression was better than I expected. 8 degrees of gun depression is not great, but it is workable, so the tank isn't too bad on hilly terrain. Now, the gun accuracy, I've managed to get the dispersion down using vents and field mods. I think it is something like 0.38 without equipment and modifications, which is not amazing for a German gun. German guns are known for accuracy in the game, good gun handling. Even though I've got the dispersion down, I've felt the gun to be quite trollish. It misses when I think it shouldn't, but that's my overall impression so far. The armour is not great and unreliable, and it is a boxy tank, easy to hit, but nice amount of hit points. I don't think this tank should be played at the front line. I think it's more of a support heavy, kind of a second line heavy, rather than go charging in at the front of the pack. Always make sure you have decent cover around to get behind. This tank in the open won't last long. And there's another reason for not brawling and close fighting, the tank's mobility. It boasts 40 miles per hour top speed, good for a heavy. I have the mobility system experimental equipment boosting it to 44 miles per hour. But the engine is not great, power to weight ratio is not brilliant, making the tank seem sluggish to me. And the gun traverse is slow, so I don't like to use it as a close range fighter unless I really have to. The overall traverse of the tank is okay though, and you can angle your tank well to bounce shots. Side scraping is possible, but again armour is not always reliable. The good amount of hit points can allow you to out-trade some opponents. Playing the tank at mid-range seems the best way, but sometimes maps don't allow this, as you will see in the battle I'm about to show you. I mean, you can camp at the back of the map if you want to, but be prepared for the abuse from your teammates. Also, as you don't have great speed, you can't change flanks and reposition easily, so not great if you're in a bad spot or not involved and you need to change positions quickly. Let's take a look at my record so far with the tank. As you can see, I am really struggling for consistency. My average damage is only a measly 553. However, at my best battle I did a nice 2057, which is excellent for a tier 6. This tank reminds me of my Tiger P, not in playstyle exactly, but very hit and miss, although I have performed a lot more consistently with the Tiger P, and then again I've played it a lot more. I'm not a complete moron in this game. I do have a mark of excellence on 6 tanks, and I'm close to getting quite a few more around tiers 5 and 6, and the Tiger P I'm not far off at tier 7. Like I said, I've played that tank a lot and got used to its strengths and weaknesses. The Tiger 131 though, so far not got used to it and want to play more with it and get better. Let's take a look at me in battle with the Tiger 131. This match was on mines. Not a favourite map of mine for high tier, love it for low tier, but I think it is too small a map for anything over tier 5 gameplay. Okay, so here we are. We're on mines. This was the 5th battle of a 5 battle session. I was going to upload a couple of battles for this video, but in the end I've only got this one. Even this one wasn't great. I did about 1,000 damage combined. Did a bit of spotting as well. This was the best of the lot, which shows you how much I was struggling with the tank. Straight away I'm switching to the gold, hitting the 2 keys straight away. I am in a premium tank, so I can get away with it and won't lose as many credits, and this has got such poor penetration that I have to fire the gold. I'm not even going to mess about. Straight away I'll hit the 2 key. So as I usually do in either a heavy or medium, I tend to go for the central part of the map and try and support those light tanks that are rushing onto the hill. But in this battle there isn't many tanks that push to the middle here. A lot of them are camping at the back, as I find out soon. It's actually quite boring, the first part of this battle, because I was expecting there to be a lot of tanks in the middle here, which is what usually happens on this map. But all I get is a Tiger 131 who, like myself, is very reluctant to push because he doesn't want to get sniped from players at the back of the map. I tend to think this is a sniping map, really, and I don't think it works well for high tier play, you know, tier 6 and above. I just think the map's too small. So I'm really hoping that the enemy are going to push here, and it never happens. And this is an example in World of Tanks where things don't quite go according to plan or how you think things should happen on this map. So I'm just waiting now. I'm waiting for one of the enemy to make a mistake. Looking for one of them to push forward, and then I can take a shot. If I push round there and push to the hill, I'll just get sniped from people at the back of the map. So I'm hoping the Tiger 1-3 is going to get a bit cocky and push forward here. And he's as reluctant as I am. I'm thinking about it, but I don't bother. This is what I mean, it's quite boring for the first part of this battle. So the Tiger 131, the opposition Tiger 131 is pushing now, so I take a chance myself now. Let's see if I can do something. And take a shot, quick snap fire on the... Oh, no, didn't quite get the cupola, and someone sniped me from the back of the map. But I block it, and guess what it is? It's an M6, a heavy tank at the back of the map sniping. He's probably getting loads of abuse from his teammates for being a heavy at the back of the map there, but it's probably not a bad thing to do on this map. I do get some spotting though, so I'm in the game, I've done something. Oh, it's just struggling the Tiger 131. I make the decision that I'm going to stay around here for most of the battle now. I mean, I haven't got the speed to relocate and go on different flanks and manoeuvre all around the map like I would do in a medium. I can see there's a lot of enemy on the other side of the castle, so I'm going to hope that I can do a little bit of flanking, that they might get aggressive and push, because my teammates are starting to drop like flies now. So I'm going to stay around here, and then the other thing I can do, if anyone does go on the hill, any of the enemy, I can proxy spot. And here's my first opportunity. It's a light tank, I think, and I managed to get my first hit and my first damage. So he got a bit too eager, a bit too aggressive, trying to flank the T150, and I got my first opportunity there. So I just decided to stay here. I just don't think I can do anything else really, because I just don't think the manoeuvrability is good enough on this tank to get me around this map quick enough. So I'm just going to stay in this position. And if anyone does come on the hill, I can proxy spot and at least help my team. Even if you can't do anything, what you can do on this map is proxy spot people on the castle, on the hill. At the moment my T52 is doing a very good job in securing the hill at the moment. So I'm really hoping that the Japanese heavies, I think there's 2 of them, the OIs, are Muppet players, but they're not. They're quite clever. They know not to push round. They know that there'll be an enemy on my team waiting for them. So it's a bit of a waiting game. You can see this is not the most exciting battle, but you'll also see how things can change very quickly, and you get what you call the snowball effect, where you lose a few teammates and then the battle can be over quite quickly. It seemed quite close and tight at first, for the first 5 minutes, and then it's over quite quickly because my teammates start to drop quickly. Now we're quickly 7-4 down. I'm trying to use the dead carcass of that tank there as a bit of cover. And I'm very carefully, because the OI has massive alpha on its gun if it's using the derp gun. I quickly back away. The OI's taking a shot at me. Got away with that one. So I'm waiting now. I think it's the M6. That's that same player probably that was sitting at the back of the map. I'm really hoping that he is a Muppet player and is a bit too aggressive and pushes. And he's already got hit. He might be a bit reluctant now. So again, it's patience, it's waiting. Who's going to make the mistake? I know if I push right around, I could get smacked by one of the OIs. The Booge is doing a good job by getting a hit on that OI there. And he's waiting. Patience. Just waiting for that M6 player to lose his patience. It's gone quiet. Someone's going to do something in a minute. Oh, and there's the Hellcat right behind me. But I can proxy spot him, and this is what you can do. Like, see, I'm getting a bit of spotting. Not a lot, but it's a bit. At least I'm doing something for my team. And I think he's backing away now. Where's that M6? I need him. I need to farm him. I need to do something. Now the OI is getting closer, but he's clever. He's hiding behind a building so the bougie can't hit him. Oh look, there's the M6. Hey! Now I can farm. This is exactly what I was waiting for. A Muppet player pushing out, getting aggressive, and I can just get some hits in on him. And there's Vinnie Jones telling me that I've properly belted him. And I get the final hit on him. But he did get a hit back on me. So there's that unreliable armour of the Tiger 131. Tried to side scrape a bit, but it didn't work. And this is where quickly the battle's over, because all my teammates get taken out very quickly. I'm the last one, and I don't do anything else in this battle. I mean, I can push around for the OI, but I'm taking chances because he can do a lot of damage. I probably should have done. In hindsight, I probably should have just pushed around, had a bit of a ding-dong with him. He probably would have taken me out, but I might have got a few more hits. But I just waited around. It's like I was waiting for the inevitable, because all my teammates were getting wiped out. The Bougier's gone, and then it's just me. I know someone's going to come up behind me like the Hellcat. And there's the OI. I could have taken a snapshot there and missed it. Reactions weren't quick enough. I probably might not have gotten him anyway, so. And then I just gave up at the end here. And there's my struggles with the Tiger 131. Not my favourite tank. And there we go, it's all over. So that's a look at my struggles with the Tiger 131. Let me know how you set up your Tiger 131 with equipment, and tell me about your playstyle when playing with the tank. I need help working out how to best play it. I want it as a crew trainer for my German heavy crews, so I would appreciate your feedback in the comments. Okay, that's it from me. See you next time.